Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video is all about the 1950 sixpence from the reign of King George VI, the coin we can see on screen now. I will first go through the reverse and obverse designs of the coin and then move on to the facts and figures. So here we have the reverse design, featuring a lovely deeply struck crown to the top there, above the royal cipher of King George VI. We can see there GR for George Rex, King George, then the VI in the centre, of course for 6, so King George VI, his royal cipher. To the top there we can see as well the legend in Latin reading Fid Def for Defender of the Faith, referencing his powers as king. And then to the bottom there is the value or the denomination of 6pence. And then to the two sides we can see there 19 and 50, of course for the date 1950. Around the rim we can see small teeth, milling or beads, making sure the coin is secure, and making it harder to forge with small details, and of course making sure no one can clip or shave any metal from the sides. Moving on to the obverse design here, the design was done by Humphrey Paget, who designed King George VI's only portrait, and then we can see there below his bust, HP on the coin, of course for Humphrey Paget, the designer. We can see King George VI there facing to the left, with no crown and no laureate. Around him is the Latin legend again, abbreviated and reading Georgivus VI DG BR Om Rex. This translates to English as George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons. Again, his titles as king and his powers as king, and how he's been chosen to be king by God, by the grace of God. It is God's will for him to rule. And once again we can see small teeth, milling or beads around the rim. Moving now on to the facts and figures of this coin. To learn more about it, it was minted of course at the Tower Hill Mint in London, where the Royal Mint was based, between 1810 to 1975. The coin is composed of a cupro-nickel alloy of two metals. It is 75% copper and 25% nickel, so the same metal composition as in a 50pence piece to this day. The weight of the coin is 2.83 grams, as was set for sixpences back in 1816, and the Great Recoinage, the same year of course the diameter was set to 19mm, so a fairly small coin compared to others in circulation at the time. The mintage there was not small, with 32,741,955 being produced back in 1950, making that date a very common date and common to find date of sixpence. The sixpence coin of course being worth 6pence. This is then 1/2 of a shilling, or 1/40th of a pound sterling, so 40 of these coins for every pound. And then back in 1950, 6pence was equal to £1 and 7pence today. So very similar to having a £1 coin today or a 6pence piece back then, similar values and similar buying powers. And the coin was demonetised in 1980 after serving as a 2.5pence piece for a short while after decimalisation. Now then, moving on to the value of the coin today, it'll sell for around 35pence in poor condition, around £1 in fine condition, around £4 in extremely fine condition, and then around £15 in uncirculated grade. So a very cheap coin in all grades, even uncirculated. Uncirculated is the only one that holds a bit of a premium. Other grades are just very, very cheap indeed, and can be got very easily. And of course, please do comment down below if you already have this coin in your collection. I'd love to know. So there we go. Please of course as well subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon for some more coins in the future from Bits and Bobs.